Recording! Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday training. Oh, I have like a big red star. Sorry. It's not a hickey, I promise. I just scratched myself. So we are going to talk about the drama triangle today and how to be a creator versus being a victim. We're going to try not to keep you guys too long. That is my dog, the victim. She's growling. So this is something that they talk about in Laurel a lot. So if you haven't seen it before, we're just going to kind of give you the basics, but also just kind of talk about some of the mentality. I've just been hearing a lot right now about victim mentalities, just an attitude in just things that you're saying, like your social media posts, your
just posts in the page, Red Sugar.
I didn't hear it. Look, it's upstairs.
Sorry. There's just been a few things that have concerned Erin and I. So.
So basically, and this is not directed at anybody at all. This is just going to be really like, hey, guys, when you have 4 dogs. Hey. Oh, guys. Okay, let me say, I'm going to put mine in your house. We'll be right back. Hold on. Come on.
Well, and I can't start because Erin prepared everything. So, not to interrupt, but TC is up. Just in case anyone wanted some. We did that last week, and everyone was like, take a minute break and go get some.
Yeah, so that's cool. Okay. So, yeah, so back to the dreaded drama triangle. That's what we call it, the DDT. So if you haven't seen it before, I couldn't find the actual slide of it, so you're just going to have to look at it on my Laurel thing. So this is DDT, the dreaded drama triangle. So it's the victim is at the top here, and persecutors and rescuers, if you can read that okay. So basically what that means is we all play different roles at different times in our lives in different situations. So this isn't just like within the Laurel, but just in general. Like a lot of times we play the victim. Like, why does the world hate me? Why are all these bad things happening to me? Why is my glass half full? Basically that kind of mentality. And if you've never had that, well, congratulations, because that's awesome.
You're very optimistic,
right?
Were you listening to Katie May's thing on Fashion Fundamentals?
Yes.
There is a talk on Fashion Fundamentals by Katie May, and I would listen to it because she talked about October leadership, but she said that she had a girl that emailed her and was like, why is this happening to me? Is this happening? And Katie May replied, because LuLaRoe hates you.
Yeah. They're specifically targeting you and are like, you know what? We don't like you, so we're going to take it out on you. So,
but she meant it as a joke because LuLaRoe's not here to hurt us or to see us fail, but they obviously want us to succeed.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, within that, Katie also told a really funny story, like, that I loved because it totally, this has happened to me, literally, like, she was getting a glass of water and her cell phone rang, and it scared her, because, you know, sometimes when your phone vibrates or you're not expecting it, she spilled her water, and it was her husband, and she immediately was like, why did you call me? Like, I just spilled my water. You made me spill my water. And he was like, okay, I just wanted to call and tell you I love you because I haven't seen you all day. And immediately I was like, you know how many times I've done that, like, to my own husband, or just like, why did you call me? It's all your fault. You made me do this. And, like, the key word in that is, like, you made me. Like, nobody can make you do anything. You are in charge of your reactions. You're in charge of how you,
your emotions.
Yeah, just how your perspective is.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you do. So, and like I said, everybody has the victim mentality. If you have it frequently, that's probably not great, but I understand that sometimes you do feel like things are bad, and that's okay, because sometimes things are bad. And, that's part of this life, is trials and burdens and things that aren't exactly the most helpful, and it's really hard. Life is hard sometimes, but it's also great. And so if you can have the positive attitude, sometimes like a bad situation can turn around and be really, really great. So with the victim, we want to talk about like what a victim does. And I forgot my other notebook that has that I provided. Hold on.
We're really together tonight.
Yeah. I wrote it down. Okay, so a victim feels powerless and they ask, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why is the world out to get me? In LuLaRoe, there's lots of things like, why do I have only solid leggings? Why do I have no leggings? Why do I not have TC leggings? Why did my elegant collection not come? Why did this happen to me? Like, why? Like, all these things about why a bad thing could happen to you. And we all suffer from this, so nobody's immune. One of the things that you have to think about is that all of us are in a similar situation, and that's why it's really good that we have each other. All of us are dealing with the same problems. You're not the only one. There's 50,000 other consultants who are dealing with exactly the same thing that you're dealing with. If you guys listened to the call this morning, even Mark talked about how with all the shipping problems, he didn't realize there was such a big problem. He knew there was a problem, but he thought it was kind of secluded to a few groups, and it wasn't. Everybody's been affected. So again, LuLaRoe is not out to get you. Everybody's having some issues right now, and that's okay. It's how you're looking at it. One thing that I will say about, like, I've had like a lot of questions about people quitting or people not being happy with like LuLaRoe and don't get into that company because they're just going to screw you over and they're going to do all that kind of stuff. And that is 100% not the case. When you kind of fall into the political part of LuLaRoe, which is the ordering and, the things that you can't control, that is when your business suffers. It 100% brings you down. You can't control those things. And so if you invest your time, if you spend time complaining to other people, involving yourself on social media threads that talk about those things, vent it out to people within LuLaRoe, whether it's your downline, your upline, your customers, your VIP page, whatever it is, it's just like, it's that negativity cycle and that misery. Misery loves that company and loves to bring that attitude down. And so it's going to kill your business. That's one of the biggest things I'm seeing with consultants who are getting into LuLaRoe and then getting out is because they're letting that negativity and letting the things that they can't control get in the way of the things that they can control.
Which right now, there's a girl, I know we talked to you a lot about girls that are quitting. There's a girl directly underneath Kira, so she is lateral to Erin and I. She started like 2 months after Erin and I started. She has a team of about 30 to 40 people. She gets a bonus check every month, like that's $3,000 to $4,000 every month. And she posted the other week, or a month ago, that she was quitting. But how she phrased it was, even the old veterans like me can't. There's oversaturation, and I don't even know what she said. Just bashing any way she could, and saying that like even someone like me can't stay in the game that long. And I'm thinking, you make $4,000 a month just off of a check, like, and you don't have to do anything for it. Like, I mean, you should be doing something for it, but she never did sales. She never ordered. She never like tried to, trade things to see if maybe stuff wasn't selling. She never expanded her business. She never, she gave excuse after excuse after excuse of why she couldn't sell, but she never actually tried selling. She just kept the victim mindset. Well, there's too many people now.
Yeah.
Which,
and I'm not getting my orders, and I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that. Like,
so she decided to walk away from the, $3,000 to $4,000 a month just because of that negativity that she just kept festering. And she was a part of a group that all they did was bash Kira and bash LuLaRoe and bash everyone, like because all the girls that we started with, we all knew each other, so basically bashed anyone that had been successful. And that's all they did, was just sit and talk crap about people. And like, if the first thing you want to do, like, to ruin your business is to sit and talk trash about other people.
Yeah, that's awful. It's just, like I said, LuLaRoe's not out to get any one of you. Melissa and I are not out to get you guys. Our job as your coaches and your sponsors and your leaders is to help you guys be successful. But helping you doesn't mean doing it for you. It means assisting you and giving you the tools to help yourself. That plays a little of the role of, like, we talk right here about rescuer. So that's one of the things that creates a victim is rescuers. So that's something that, and I'm sure, and I would say anybody that's a mom, you're probably in this category too. Is like, you want to do anything you can to help your kid, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes that comes into LuLaRoe, and I know especially with like Melissa and I'm a little more like the bad cop, where I'm like, you know what, I don't care. So
I'm like, Erin, you do it. Like the mean stuff.
Right? So Melissa will be like, oh, how can I help you? Let me swaddle you and take care of you.
And there have definitely been some people that I have gone above and beyond and bent over backwards for that still play the victim. So I've had to like remove myself and take a step back and like talk to Erin and be like, okay, what do I need to do to stop trying to save these people? That it's not like when you need help that you actually need help. It's like people that won't help themselves, and it's like when you throw somebody a life raft and they won't take it. It's like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Basically.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
So I'm sitting there like, and I'm still throwing the life raft, and I'm like throwing everything at them. I'm like, keep swimming. And they're like, hell no, I'm going to drown. Okay. But I'm like, here's another life raft. Like,
yeah. We learned a really valuable lesson from a guy that comes and speaks at LuLaRoe events a lot. His name is Jeff, and he just told us, like, it's called bless and release. So if like somebody doesn't want help, or they're fighting you or refusing it, and they're not helping themselves, like, you have permission to bless and release them. Like, I will be here when you're ready to work, when you need help, and to be there. Yeah, but I'm not going to sit there and let you play the victim and just basically coddle you and take care of you. Again, this business, like, we talked about it, like, each person, like, the beauty of the business is you run the business how is best for you, your family, your lifestyle, your whatever. And the way that Melissa and I run the business isn't exactly the way that you're able to or want to run the business. And so all we can do is give you the tips, the things that we do, the advice that we have, the things that, we can help you to build your business. You still have to do it on your own. If you want to do like a sale or something, like, with Black Friday that everyone just did, like, we try to give tips and advice and how to do it, but we weren't the ones who were going to post for you and do it and
make your advertising, tell your group, like, that's not our job.
Right, exactly. And like, Melissa and I are good people to bounce things off of. We're not going to tell you how to do something. If you come to us, we're going to say, here's a good suggestion, but this is what we do. This is, how we do it. We're not going to, tell you everything. We're going to try to give you, come to us with solutions, and we'll kind of tell you like yes or no, basically, how that kind of works. So, enough about being the victims. Let's not be victims, especially what? Or rescuers, or persecutors too. We didn't talk a lot about that, but basically, just be nice. Don't be mean to people.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah. Underlying story. Don't be a brat.
Don't be a brat. Don't be a bee. Whichever bee that means to you.
WWJD.
Wow.
I brought it back.
90s flashback.
So just as being a persecutor, like as someone that's been this, like we've been in it for almost 2 years, and I've seen a lot of like ups and downs of people that have been persecutors, and you know, it's those people that are usually end up quitting at some point, or they don't build a team, or there's just a lot of things, but basically they don't progress at all. And I think the whole reason to be in this business is to progress, because we all have some kind of financial freedom that we are seeking, whether that be, you know, for your kids or like completely independent of Fluro or whatever. If you're going to be a persecutor, then you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah. And if someone's doing it to you, just ignore them. There's a cool thing. It's called block. Facebook. Just let it go. Leave it alone. So, so basically how Lulu describes that DDT triangle is like that picture's wrong, but they like it to come like this. Oops, where it's like upside down. So basically, like you have the persecutor, the rescuer, and then the victim right here. So on the opposite spectrum is the empowerment one, and this is from the TED Talks. So there's lots of really good stuff, but this is talking about being a challenger, a coach, and a creator. But we're just really going to focus on being a creator. So right now, a couple things that are like all the buzz that you see on social media is, let's wear fishnet leggings over our solid leggings. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, who started that?
I don't even know, but guess what? That
they were being a creator.
They were going, you know what?
I have so many solid leggings. How the heck am I going to get rid of these?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, let's do this. Someone also like put a tulle dress underneath the Carly and
belted it.
And made it look cute.
It looked so cute.
Which you can do. I've seen girls do it on Amelia's and Nicole's too. Having problems, like if you didn't get elegant collection, spice up one of your Nicole's or your Amelia.
Find something in your collection and say, this is elegant to me.
Right? It doesn't matter. But that's just examples of being a creator, like seeing the opportunity and seeing the things that nobody else is seeing. There's like 4 ways to be a creator. Number 1, seek to understand. So if you have a problem, a situation, whatever it is, like try to understand what the problem is. I'm just going to use solid leggings again. So solid leggings, we all have a ton of them. We actually probably don't really have that. I mean, we still have them, but we don't have a lot of them. And when we get our boxes right now,
they're all prints.
They're all prints. And I am happy to have prints, but I'm also somebody who likes to have solids because not everybody wants a printed legging. Mm-hmm. And, if you're wearing something like right now, because it's so cold, a lot of us are wearing leggings underneath our skirts and our dresses. And so if we have a patterned skirt or dress, I don't want to wear like crazy print on my legs. Like I want a solid. Like I'm even going to my solids every single day going, I don't have that many. Yeah, I might need a few new colors, so push it that way. But so you've understood that you've got this plethora of inventory that you're sitting on. And so let's come up with a solution. Figure that out. Okay. Number 2, assume innocence. This is a huge deal. And it's been something in my life that I'm having to work on quite a bit is, again, I have had that victim mentality a lot where you made me do something. And let's all be honest, nobody makes us do anything. It's us reacting to something. And so we automatically assume that people are out to get us, assume that they're, lying to us, doing wrong, especially with our customers. We're assuming that they're, lying to us about their package not being delivered or, whatever the number of reasons are that they're lying to you. Chances are they're probably not lying to you. Something probably happened, some fluke thing. So just assume innocence. Try to get to the bottom of something before you just jump to the fact that this person is a horrible, so-and-so, kind of thing. Melissa and I have had situations too where it's been really hard to assume innocence even from other consultants. We sold somebody 15 Carlys or so that claimed they didn't get delivered. That showed on our tracking that they got delivered, and instead of talking to us about it, she went to a different channel, and we ended up losing all the Carlys and all the money. So, you know, and it's disappointing to see that. Like, you know, for us, we're like, oh, we're the victims. And, you know, we really were the victims in the situation. But, you know, there was nothing that we could do about it. So we had to just go. Number 3 is make lemonade. Obviously, we've all heard that phrase. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. So be a solution bringer. That makes sense. Like, whatever.
Solution maker.
Yes, that's what I meant.
There you go.
When you have a problem, don't just
Sit
focus
in the problem.
on the problem. Yeah,
Focus
figuring
on
out
how to move forward.
Yeah,
get
and
past
get
it.
out of it. My husband and I deal with this a lot because I'm like, my attitude, I'm like, it is what it is kind of a person. Like, this is the problem. Let's figure out a solution. And I just move forward. And he's always like, well, here's the problem. What are we going to do? Like, he doesn't come up with a solution. It drives me insane. But, you know, it is what it is. And then the 4th one is, like, make like Elsa and let it go. Because sometimes, let it go. That's all you can do sometimes. Really, it's not I don't know. Sometimes there's just never going to be a solution for a problem, or you're going to disagree with somebody about something, and all you can do is just move on. And you can't let it like fester inside of you. You just kind of have to go forward. Let's see. I wrote this this is a quote from one of Katie May's, like that little video. It's like 14 minutes, so like Melissa said, you guys should all go watch it. We saw it live, but I just rewatched it like before this just to kind of like pick up any last little tips. And it was like, just as always, there are many others in a very similar situation, experiencing very similar circumstances, who are managing to achieve success and happiness despite those circumstances, which is so true, especially with Laurel. Like I said, we're all in the same circumstances right now with orders, with whatever, but it's how we're handling those and how we're reacting to those that is going to make or break our business. Yes, it is very frustrating that TC leggings are not available right now for most everybody, but that's not your business, is just leggings. They have the lowest price point, like marginally. During our the coaches call yesterday, Patrick was on there, and I know he gets on most of all the Tuesday calls, but he gives us a little more information in our coaches call than he does on the regular calls. And there is, like, they anticipated that we were going to sell 1 million units of leggings last month, and we sold 1.9 million. So we doubled what they thought we were going to sell. And that's there right now. Every single, like he said it, but they are like flying over every single crate of leggings.
And he told us that it costs 3 times as much to fly things in this time of year than it does in like July.
Yeah.
So, but they're not charging us more to get them here.
Yeah, they're trying to make it right, and they realize that, you know, when Patrick, he sat there and he told us, he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, it's my mistake. He's like, I apologize. I don't have a crystal ball to tell me how much we're going to sell, you know, and I understand because, like, I'm frustrated. Like, you know, Melissa and I have been very fortunate to be able to get quite a bit of leggings, so we really haven't been super affected by it. But I'm frustrated for everybody else because I understand that some people feel like it's the end of their business. Quite frequently, Mark and Patrick and a lot of people get emails from people telling them, like, you've ruined my business. I'm going to have to close up shop because I can't get TC leggings. And they're all like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not, it doesn't even make sense, you know? Like, don't focus your business on one thing. And, you know, Patrick told us there's 16 semi-trucks full of leggings that are in California right now. But they can only, it's like 500,000 pairs, I think.
500,000 pairs. Yeah.
But, you know, if we did 1.9 last month, that's a quarter of what we did last month. So he just said that they can't get them in the warehouse that fast because 16 semi-trucks, I mean, guys, come on, that's
ridiculous.
That's a ton. And so as they're unloading them, that's why they load up, like, frequently, you know, like when they're loading, it'll be like right now, and then they'll load again, and then they sell out, and then they load again, and then they sell out. So,
and he also told us that there's 24 million pairs of tall and curvy leggings in production right now.
Yeah, they stopped the orders on one size to like fulfill the orders for tall and curvy. So like kind of how like when Carly's were crazy popular, they stopped production on some of the other stuff to put Carly's in instead. And so they are like, LuLaRoe like has your back. They get that there's problems. Like, and so everything that they're trying to do is to help us be better. And so when we're sitting there playing the victim mentality, like, why do they hate us? It's like, no, all they're trying to do is make us successful and help us. You know, like we can't all be, you know, they can't know. We can only make projections about what LuLaRoe is going to do. And I don't think anybody had any clue that LuLaRoe was going to do what it did in the last year at all. So obviously everybody's working to try to be creators together and try to make things happen. So yeah, this last thing, where did this one come from? The movie? It was a movie, but I can't remember what movie it was. Mm-hmm. So Katie closed with this little like quote, and I loved this quote, so I had to take a picture of it. It's from some movie, I don't remember what it was, but basically it was saying, like, what is it? The only time you should look in your neighbor's bowl is to make sure that they have enough. You don't look in your neighbor's bowl to see if you have as much as them. And so that's kind of really awesome and goes right in with everything that we're talking about. Is like, we're all in the same situation, and so don't compare yourself to what other people are doing, or even compare yourself to like what you could be doing or anything. Like, you just need to make sure that you're doing everything you can and making those, you know, that lemonade out of the lemons that are going on right now. I mean, LuLaRoe as a company in October did $185 million, and in November we did $220 million. That is ridiculous, like ridiculous. So if any of you guys are sponsors, your bonus checks are going up this month. So congratulations. But November was insane, and December should be just as big. So if you don't have parties booked and stuff, then, you know, get to getting.
Just don't. I know that, like, everybody wants to take a break because it's the end of the year and it's Christmas, and it, like, you just are done with things. But, like, this is the time where people are taking a break, so you should not take a break. You should be steamrolling, because you'll be the only one who is actually progressing and moving your business forward. Obviously, you can take a few days off, but, like, because I guarantee you that around the 20th, people are going to be done and they're just going to move on. And, like, they're going to take a break for the rest of the year. Like, I encourage you guys to
keep going.
Well,
especially, like, set yourself up. Katie actually talked about this today during the Tuesday call, and she said, she's like, I get it. Last year, she's like, I took a break at Christmas and didn't start again until the new year. And she's like, and my business, like, suffered greatly. Like, she had a really hard time January and February restarting her business. And we all know that when you take, you know, 1, 2, 3 week breaks, that you do take a little bit more to get your momentum back going. And I understand that we all need breaks sometimes, and don't be afraid to take a break. It is hard to restart your business, but you just have to go that much harder and that much, like, more drive you need going back. So don't say that we're not telling you to never take a break, because I understand that, like, this business is very demanding, and so sometimes you need a mental break. But, you know, go ahead and take that, but just don't lose your momentum, because then, again, you're starting over, and you don't want that to happen, especially as we're going into January and February. Reality, those are usually slower months for retail, because right after Christmas, people are like, I don't have any money to buy anything and stuff. Melissa and I, like, killed it last January and February. I didn't even realize, like, we thought our November and December were good last year, and we, like, steamrolled what we did in November and December in January and February. And that's because we overbooked ourselves, like, in a good way, like, overbooked parties, like, you know, we wanted to cruise qualify, and we're like, yeah, we're doing it the first 4 months of the year. Like, we're not letting it slow us down. So kind of have that mentality. Like, if you do want to take a break a little bit in December, start working on booking your January. You know, there's a couple girls on our team that I saw that already have all of their January dates booked. That's amazing, guys, like, amazing. So, you know, just keep doing that. Don't slow down. Keep rocking it.
be a creator.
Creator.
Oh, but
So-
pretty much all we had for tonight.
Yeah.
Wanted to keep it short and
Short.
a little sweet for you because I know you guys are busy.
Yeah, 'tis the season.